Am I on?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Everyone neutral stance. Position. Set. Courtesy. And nice and loud student crew number 1. I intend to develop myself in a positive manner and to avoid anything that would reduce my physical health. Number 2. I intend to develop self-discipline in order to bring out the best in myself and others. Number 3. I intend to use what I learn in class constructively and defensively. Develop myself, my fellow man, and never be abusive or offensive. Courtesy. Excellent job, team. So we're going to get warmed up, and all you're going to do is just jog in place. Right? So you're just jogging, heels are up, ready, get set, go. I'm going to have you guys on timers for a lot of this today. Right? Some of it I'll be doing right along with you. Some of it I'll be watching you guys do it, kind of, right? And certainly coaching you and giving you some feedback on how to get a little bit stronger, right? So now make sure your heels are coming way, way up. Reach back so you can touch your heels actually all the way behind your back. That's all the way up. Keep going, a couple more seconds. Good, and time. So now you're just going to alternate bringing the knees in front of your body, right? So now working in the southern plane. Ready, go. So alternating right knee, left knee. Doesn't have to be fast yet. I'm going to get you guys doing some fast, explosive drills today during class. If you're doing these well, you should get nice and tired, right? Knee comes up. And now think, lean back a little as the knee comes up. Lean back a little bit. Lean back, knee comes up. Lean back, knee comes up. Now, up and then out to the side, right? Up and around. Up and around. Pressing knees to the outside. Knees to the outside. Up and around. Make them as big as you can. Big, big circle. Big, big circle. That's it. Good. And time. So now from here, feet are about double shoulders apart. And then you're just reaching down towards the floor in the front. Relax your back a little bit until you get to where your body is just kind of hanging. And then reach over to your left side. And again, just let your body relax. As your upper body relaxes against your leg, stretches out the back of the leg. And then switch other side. Good. And then sport horse stance. Keep your hands on the ground and just rock back from one side to the other. You're going to get your hips as low as you can. Start bringing that toe up off of the ground. Sit back, and then switch, sit back, and then switch, sit back, switch. One side to the other. And relax for a second. Right? So now what you're going to do is you're just going to bounce on your toes. So I'm not actually jumping, I'm just bouncing, right? So my heels are off the ground and I'm kind of just bouncing up and down on my toes. We're going to do this for 30 seconds. Ready, go. So we're just bouncing on the balls of the feet, right? You might bounce up and off the ground a little bit once in a while, but mostly I'm just thinking getting my calves going, right? So my feet are just moving up and down, up and down. Up and down, no jump, just bouncing on those calves. Make them nice and strong. You want nice, strong calves for good jumps. Keep it going, 5 more seconds. Bounce, bounce, bounce. And time. Shake out your legs a little bit, right? Now we're going to use those calves to get us off of the ground. But instead of bending my knees, what I'm trying to do is I'm just using my calves. Get that quick little push off the ground, push off the ground. And I'm mostly just using my calves, just the point of my toes. My knees bend a little bit, but it's not big deep bends, right? Trying to minimize that bend and just use your calves to jump. 30 seconds, go. Jump straight up. And as little knee bend as possible. Be really conscious of it. Okay. Straight legs, jump. straight legs, jump. Needs to get a little bit of a bend in there. It's mostly all calves. Just the calves are pushing. Keep going, a couple more seconds. And time. All right, so now we have to try and jump without the calves. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to pull your toes up off of the ground, and I have to jump and keep my toes off of the ground. So it's all leg muscles, no calf muscles at all. So again, look at my toes. They're off of the ground. I jump and I keep them up off the ground. 30 seconds. Ready? Go. Toes are up. Jump. Toes are up. Jump. Toes up. Jump. See it? No using the toes yet. You're going to feel like you can't jump very high if you do it the right way. You're going to be like, holy cow, I'm not getting off of the ground. If you did the right thing with your calves, you also probably found you had a really hard time getting off the ground at all. It's when the two of them work together that you suddenly get some good ups and relax, right? So if all I do is use my calves, then this is as high as I'm getting. If all I do is I use my legs, it's as high as I'm getting. But suddenly when you put the two of them together, now you start to get a little bit higher, right? So now we're using the two together. I extend the legs, and then I push off of my calves. And I'm conscious of both of those things being maximized. So I'm going to give you about 30 seconds. And again, right now I don't want you thinking as fast as you can, thinking as powerful as you can. Again, from here I drop down, I push with my legs, and explode with my calves at the end. I'm going to try to put both of them together to push myself as high in the air as I can. 30 seconds. You might only get 10 of them in. Ready? Go. So just nice and slow. Down, jump as high as you can, and then do it again. Jump as high as you can, and then again. Jump. Right? Think legs and feet. Keep going. Give about another 15 seconds. Right now, don't worry too much about the arm swing. Just think legs and feet are the two things that are mainly pushing you up to the sky. 3 more seconds. Get in a couple more. Time. And now deep breath. You're pushing yourself hard through these classes, right? These exercises get pretty tiring, especially the ones we're doing now when we're thinking of so much jumping. Now the next one, I want you to start getting your hands involved in the jump a little bit. And you may have already done it that time. The hands just simply follow the natural flow of my body. I go down, my hands drop, I jump, my hands swing up. And as I jump, I'm going to be reaching to the ceiling, and my toes should be pointed to the ground, right? If I just push off of my toes, look how they point to the ground when you push off of them. I want to keep them there. By bringing my knees up, I actually slow my momentum down. And right now we're thinking as high as we can on every one. So one more time, the form is I drop my hands, swing down, and then I reach to the ceiling almost like I'm diving right into the ceiling, all right? 30 seconds, ready, go. Drop, jump, drop, jump. All right, these are meant to be as fast, explosive, but pause in between each one. All right, keep going. You're about halfway there. Drop the arms, dive into the ceiling. Come on. Who's getting the most ups? Who looks like they're keeping their body the straightest when they're jumping? Who looks the most like they're diving into the ceiling? And time. All right, so now we're going to start adding a little more speed into this. So instead of doing the whole entire swing, this first round is going to be back to just short jumps. I want you to jump as many times as you can in 30 seconds. So instead of really deep, I'm going to be jump, 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 jump. I just have to get my feet off the ground many times as I can in 30 seconds. Count how many you get. Here we go. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. I'm not going to do them all with you, but you're just jumping super fast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. Keep that bounce going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. You're halfway there. Come on. Go, go, go. Fast, fast, fast. Those feet just have to come up a little bit, just enough to say you're off the mat or the ground, whatever you're standing on. Come on, 5 more seconds. Let's go. Last 5 seconds. Push, push, push. Time. And take a deep breath. All right, now the only reason we would count something is that we want to be able to manage it, meaning that we want to continue to get it better. And the only way we can really truly manage something is to measure it. So something like this, how fast is my jumping? I don't know. Let's count. Let's take 30 seconds and count. How many did you do? And now let's see if you're getting faster. Let's count again. So this time you're going to do the exact same thing. I'm jumping fast as I can, trying to get my feet up off of the ground as quick as I can. All right? 30 seconds. Ready? Try and beat your last number. 3, 2, 1, go. And there you go, you're off, fast as you can, get your feet moving quickly, count as quick as you can up to 10, and then do it again, and the next set of 10 is 20, so I'm going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40, come on, keep going, 10 more seconds. Hopefully I didn't distract you from counting. Keep going, go, go, go. 3, 2, 1, time. And deep breath. All right, so now fast jumping again, but bigger jumps. So now this time I'm going to jump and reach, but I'm going to reach and then try and get right back to the ground quickly. So I'm going reach 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So full reach, but then I bring my hands right back down, which helps to pull me back down to the ground. So same thing, 30 seconds. How many jumps do you get? Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Do a fast jump. 2, 3, reach your arms involved. 4, 5, 6. How many can you get like that? This one's much more tiring, by the way. Keep going, keep going. Doesn't have to be a high jump. 15 seconds, you're halfway there. But I want the arms fully moving. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Come on, almost there. 5 seconds to go. Keep going, keep going. Time. And deep breath. Think about how many you made, how many you were able to get. Think about how many you got in like a second. If you got in 30, that means you got 1 jump a second. If you only got in 15, well, it was 1 jump every 2 seconds. And I say only, but 15 jumps in 30 seconds is still pretty tiring. For some people, that would be the end of them. They'd be like, oh my gosh, I'm done. But not you guys are all martial arts athletes. And you're pushing yourself as hard as possible, which means that guess what? That's right, you get to do it again, right? Some of you should have known that's where we were going for that kind of a segue. All right, so one more round. Same thing, my hands go down and they reach all the way up and I jump in between, but the jump is not high, right? So I'm going here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go, 30 seconds. 3, 2, 1, go. Hands go down, reach right back up. Eyes lift up off of the ground a little bit, right? It might only be 2 or 3 inches that you're getting off of the ground, but you're doing it fast. Reach, hand comes down, reach, hand comes down, right? You're getting this anchored in your body, and here's how you jump. My hands go down, they go up, they go down, they go up, they go down, they go up. By trying to do as quickly as you can, you're trying to be as efficient as you can, which will help with your form, as long as you're really staying focused on it. Almost there, 3, 2, 1, time. And relax. So you should all have your little hearts pumping pretty fast by now if you've been doing these jumping drills the right way, right? So now let's start adding in some kicking to these jumping drills or these time drills. So the first one, we're going to add in the front kick. So what I want you to do is you're just going to go back like front kick, switch your stance. Back like front kick, switch your stance. We're going to do this as a build-up. So the first 30 seconds, you're just going kick and then set. Kick and then set. Kick, and then set. Nice and easy. Ready, get set, go. So just alternating this one on your own, and it's just back leg front kicks. Kick, set back to your guard. It's not fast, nice and easy. Right? My heart's going to be pumping a little bit faster than if I was just hanging out, walking, talking with a friend. However, not that much faster. This isn't that much of a conditioning zone. But you should be focused on perfect form each and every time. I talk, I kick, I set. I talk, I kick, I set. Good form on each and every single one of them. Kick, and right back to guard. Good. And now, time for a moment. Now you're going to pick the speed up on that. So now I'm going to go kick and then step. Kick and then step. Kick and then step. There needs to be at least a little bit of a step. If you look from this angle, right, I'm here, I kick and the foot comes back. I kick, my foot comes back, right? kick, and then step, kick, and then step. So it has to be a back leg kick each time, right? Ready, 30 seconds. How many do you get? 3, 2, 1, go. That's it. So it's kick and then step, kick and then step, kick and then step. Make it fast. You guys are probably moving twice as fast as I am right now. Kick and then step, kick and then step, kick and then step. Keep going. Halfway there, 15 seconds to go. And stay up. Be focused on that footwork. Get that tuck in, make it a front kick. Don't just swing the leg. And time. Breathe for a moment. So, quick reminders. Things that I see start to fall apart when people do speed drills. The first and biggest one, and of course you probably can all think of it, begins with F, form, right? Right away people's form drop when they pick up speed. So key things I want to make sure I still remember is where my hands are. I don't want to be lazy and just drop my hands here to the side. I always want to train with my hands up. Whether I'm thinking self-defense, performance, whatever it happens to be, my hands being up virtually every single time is the place that they should be, right? Secondly, is I want to make sure I'm still getting this knee to tuck as I throw the kick. I'm not just suddenly swinging the leg, but I'm still making sure I bend and I extend that kick. Because the next zone that we're going to do, that knee coming up is very important, right? So let's go back to the front kicks again. One more round. We have to continue to push ourselves. That's the reason for time trials to begin with. So now our hands are up. And again, snap the kick and then step right back. 30 seconds in 3, 2, 1, go. Fast. Kick, kick, kick. Let's go. Kick, step, kick, step, kick, step, kick, step, kick, step. Who's keeping the strongest pace? Come on. Make sure you're on pace to beat your own time. Keep going. Halfway there. You should be halfway to that number or more. Hopefully beat it by 1 or 2. Come on, come on. Faster, faster. You're down to the last 5 seconds. Let's go. Push, push, push. 3, 2, 1. Time. And deep breaths. Again, if you're pushing hard with these zones, you should be sweating. This is hard conditioning stuff when you're really pushing, right? So now we're going to do it as a pop-up. So without the kick, you're going to jump, drive your knees to your chest, and then switch your stance, right? And the main knee that I'm driving is my back knee is driving to my chest, but I also want my back foot up, or what is my front foot, will become my back foot on the extension of the kick. So as I jump, both knees come up, and then I set. Jump, both knees drive up, and then set. My back knee, I'm driving up to become my front knee, right? Here we go. Driving the knees up. You're only going to do 1 round of this, by the way. So push hard the very first time. Ready? 30 seconds in 3, 2, 1, go. Drive that knee right up to your chest. Go, go, go. Don't worry about me. Keep going. I'm still watching. And if I'm not, Mr. Kester is. That's it. Jump. Drive those knees up. Come on, you're over halfway there. Push, drive, drive, drive. Doing drills like this exact one right here is part of what gave me my high level of conditioning way back when, between 2nd, 3rd, 4th degree black belt. Time. I do drills like these all the time. Anytime I did conditioning work to really push my conditioning at a very high level, right? So now we extend the kick out. So then I jump up in the air as I'm in the air. I extend the kick and then I set right back down to my guard, right? So as I jump, I'm in the air, pretend I'm in the air right now. I throw the kick and then I land, right? So now it's pop-up front kick. Jump, throw the kick. You guys will do it much better than that, I'm sure. You have 10 more seconds to breathe. Make sure your hands are staying up. Keep good posture. Instead of dropping when I throw the kick, I want to stay upright as I throw the kick. Here we go. Ready in 3, 2, 1, go. Jump, pop up front kick. Land, pop right up into the next one. Land, pop right up into the next one. Right? 30 for 30 is pretty challenging with this one. 20 inside of 30 seconds, you're doing pretty good. Even if you can hit 15 in 30 seconds, you're keeping a pretty good pace. That should be the pace that you're really shooting for is, can I get at least to that 15 in 30 seconds with good form? Keep it going, 5 seconds to go. Come on, push, push, push. 3, 2, 1, time. And nice deep breath. All right, so wave at Mr. Kester if you got at least 15 in 30 seconds. Is there a lot of hand waving?
Yes, sir. They're
nice.
Almost everybody.
Cool. How many of you got at least 20 in 30 seconds? Keep waving your hand. Still looks like you might be pretty impressed.
I am.
How about 30 in 30? How many of you guys got to 30 in 30 seconds? Anyone looking like they did?
No, sir.
No, not this time around. Maybe next time. Not today, though, because we're going to jump into back leg roundhouse kicks now. So roundhouse kicks, much like the pop-up front kick, it's just like doing my back leg roundhouse kick. I turn, I throw the kick, but I'm jumping in the air as I do it. So like a pop-up front kick, my back knee drives up, but I have to also drive through with my hip because the kick's coming flat across, right? So this one is very challenging for me to demonstrate. But if you can imagine, I jump in the air. I'm in the air right now. My knee comes up, my hip comes through, I fire the kick, and then I land, right? So, and then if I do it again so you can see the other side, I jump in the air. This is me in the air now. And then I drive my knee through, I extend the kick, and then I set right back to my gut, right? You guys all envision me without the leg underneath me? So first off, back leg roundhouse kick. So you're just gonna go back leg and then set. Back leg and then set. And as you do it, think about how you're driving your knee and your hip up this way as I throw the kick, right? My hip and knee drive towards the camera as I throw that kick, right? Alternate on your own, 30 seconds, go. So I'm pushing through with my hip. Push through with the hip. And that's gonna help you when we get to the pop-up side, what you're gonna do right after that. And then we'll start spinning around some combos. That's it, turn all the way through. Be conscious of that bottom foot. Give it to pivot all the way through as you're throwing the kick. That's what gives you the proper hip position. Couple more seconds. And time. All right, so now take the pause, breathe for a moment, stretch out your legs a little bit because we're getting ready to jump next, right? So now two-footed takeoff with these. Both of my feet jump, and as I jump, my back leg and hip drive up and through, and then my kick would come at the end, right? So again, my body won't really let me demonstrate this one, but I would be driving, and then boom, the roundhouse kick would come out, okay? You have another 3 seconds of breathing. All right, here we go, showtime, ready? 3, 2, 1, go! That's it, jump, kick, jump, kick, jump, kick, jump, kick, jump, kick, jump, kick, come on. Keep it going. The goal is to get at least 15 in each round. If you can hit 20 and above with good form, you're doing really well. If you can hit 30 and above with this one, I would be impressed. I would want to see that live because you are moving pretty fast. That's one pop-up kick per second while getting your back hip all the way through. Time! And nice work, team. All right, so from here, grab your commas. All right, so time to play the commas. So here we go, starting off with just warming up our wrists. I almost stabbed myself in the head. Don't try this at home. So I should have pre-framed that section there.
Yes, sir.
Right? Inside, outside, inside, outside. Chop, chop, chop. Now get them forward and back, but at the same time. So if I'm looking from the sides, they're going this way at the same time. Now alternate, right? So one and then the other. So now it should look this way, one and then the other. Just like I'm beating on a drum. Faster, faster. Make sure you're keeping them on either side of your head so you're not hitting yourself in the head. Keep it going, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, time. All right, finger rolls over the top of the finger, right? So we're gonna do single finger rolls. And as we do this, we do a little more structured. So right now you're gonna put it in your right hand and you're just doing backwards finger rolls, right? Over the top of the finger, over the top of the finger, Just that hand. And that happens. This is my not as strong hand, by the way. My left hand. Keep it going. 1 minute finger roll practice. You have them down and you're amazing. Good. And you should look amazing for 1 minute straight. Stay with the basics. Time to train your basics. Keep it going 15 more seconds. How many can you get in 15 seconds? Time. For me, it was 10, by the way. I got 10 more in 15 seconds. All right, so now we're going to go to the left hand. Or for me, this one's my right hand. So I'll actually look like I can do a ball on this one. Ready, go. Although 1 minute, maybe I spoke too soon. 1 minute of finger rolls might be kind of tough. I'm going too fast. So feel the finger roll. Feel the finger. Feel the finger. Feel that contact. With your other hand, chamber it, put it on your waist, put it behind your back, but try and think of having it somewhere on purpose instead of it's just kind of hanging there. Kali, a lot of times that hand will be just right here because if this hand's doing something, this other hand's getting ready to be a live hand. Keep going, 15 more seconds. How many can you get in 15 seconds? I still only end up with 10 because the last two didn't count, you were sloppy. All right, so now double finger rolls. So you can either go 1, 2, or you can do both of them at the same time, right? However you want to do it. You have 1 minute to see how many you can get in 1 minute. So if I go this way, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. If I go this way, it's 2, 4, 6. And you have to try and think which one would you be the fastest with? Both at the same time, or one and then the other, right back into one and then the other. Let's see how you do. 1 minute. Ready? Get set. Go! I do 2 at a time. But it takes so much longer to re-grab. I think it's the least faster though. It's 22. Oh, my left hand won't cooperate. 30, 2, 4, 6, 8, 8. Keep going. Oh. Make sure they're good ones. 60. Oh, I dropped one. If you drop it, it doesn't count, by the way. So that was still just 4, 6, 8, 7. 70. I didn't count. 8. Time. All right, so I got 78 that time. Now, also keep in mind, if this is what you were doing, this doesn't count either, right? This is not a finger roll. It's me sticking my finger in the middle of the comma. I can't go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? So, there we go. Striking patterns, 7 cuts. 7 across and then down. So you're gonna hit shoulder, hip, shoulder, hip, shoulder, hip, shoulder, hip, shoulder, hip, shoulder, hip. As we do this, I want you to make sure you're showing full range so my hand comes all the way to the shoulder before it goes down to the hip. I'm not just doing this, right? So all the way across and then all the way back. And then the other hand, it should be that the blade is pretty much just on the other side of the center line of my forehead, right? So here's my center line. The blade is just on the other side of that. So instead of it out here, I have to make sure it's here, okay? So quick warm up with these, and then we're gonna do some speed drills with these as well. So ready, across and then down, across and then down, across and then down, shoulder to the hip, shoulder to the hip, shoulder to the hip. Make sure the other hand is up. Should be that your hand basically is on the center of your forehead, right? shoulder, hip, shoulder, hip, shoulder, hip. Here we go. 30 seconds. Speed drill. Ready. 30-second one. And go. So each one counts as, each two counts as one. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. Faster. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. Keep it going. Come on. Shoulder, hip, shoulder, hip, shoulder, hip, shoulder, hip, shoulder, hip. That snap on the end of each one. Make sure it's coming down instead of across. Right? Down, down. It's kind of a reminder I gave myself. Down, down. Cross and then down, cross and then down. Time. All right, so now the over-under strikes, right? Over and then under, over and then under, over and then under. So let's practice this one. I'll use my backhand. For me, it's my right hand. If you're mirroring me and doing it on the same side, then it's your left hand, right? So my hand goes over, and then it goes under. Over, under. I could also focus on the hand that's in the front. Is going over and then under, right? Whichever one I'm counting, I'm going to count the strike. So I can either count the backhand or the front hand, but I'm counting the strike. 1, 2, 3, 4. If I were counting the front hand, it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So it doesn't matter which hand you're counting, you just have to count that same hand every time, and it's every time it extends, it's going to be one strike, right? So let's do a couple of more warm-ups just to get them fresh in your brain. So you're going under, over, under, over, under, over, under, over. Let's see how many can you get in 30 seconds. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go! 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 30, keep it going. 40, 50, 60, 80. Time. Nice job, right? So now, this one we want to be balanced on. So now we're going to go back to this other side too. So now if it was my right hand that was the backhand that I was counting, now I'm counting my left hand is the backhand, right? And the goal, of course, is to try and get as many, if not even more, although you probably did your stronger side first, naturally, just because that's what we would tend to do. Not right or wrong, it's just what you do. If I say, here, pick this ball up and throw it, if you're right-handed, do you throw it with your left hand? No, you throw it with your right hand, right? That's what we always do. So now let's warm up this side. Under, over, under, over, under, over, under, over. Speed drills, 30 seconds. Let's see how many you get. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go! Under, over, 4, 6, 8, 10, 20, 30, 40, I might not make it, 50, 60, 2, 4, 6, 8, 70. Oh, time! Although I did miss a bunch in the beginning, but still, how many did you get? Did you get equal to as many as you had on the other side? More than the other side? Whichever way, it's fine. But we want to every once in a while test ourselves and see, how fast can I go? How quick am I getting with some of these, right? So let's go into the underhand toss. So you're going to go here, catch. Under the arm, catch. Under the arm, catch. Under the arm, catch. Right? Release, catch. Release, catch. Release, catch. Release, catch. Right? Now, if you have it really well, then go to your non-dominant hand. In other words, do the other side. If you don't have it well, keep trying that side. But if you do, then we go here. Now I'm going release, catch. Release, catch. Release, catch. Think, trying to put the comma in the same exact spot each and every time. That wasn't quite the spot. Release, catch. Release, catch. Release, catch. All right, so last week, Talon had reminded me of the illusion. So we're going to practice that a little bit, right? So with the illusion, this arm is holding the comma, this hand is holding the comma, and then just going like that, and ideally catching it, but I missed it that time, right? So I'm releasing, catching, coming through, and then catching. And the goal is to be able to release this comma and catch it again in the air, facing the same direction. And while that's happening, this other hand has to pass, oh, I hit it, has to pass in between the two, right? So there you go. Let's give it a shot. Here's how you're gonna practice. This hand is out in front. For 30 seconds, all you're doing is release, catch, release, catch, release, catch. So I have to let go of it and then pull my hand away, because remember, my arm has to pass in between the two. So I have to pull my hand away and then re-grip the comma and keep it exactly where it's at, right? So 30 seconds. Ready, get set, go. I know, running low on power. Where are you at? There we go. Catch, please catch. Keep it going. This time. All right, so let's burn the other shoulder out now. So now you're gonna do the same thing with this hand. Release, catch, release, catch, release, catch, right? And you'll probably find you're better at one hand than the other. Very natural, very normal again. All right, 30 seconds with your opposite hand, and we're off. Go. Release, catch. Keep it going, almost there. It's going to work out all on its own. Time. All right, so now as we turn that into the illusion, the hand is in the front. This hand comes around. I release. I hit the comma. Right? Around. I release, and then I catch it. Right? The more I can keep this comma in line with my arm, the better. When I start to hold it like this, this is where I catch the other comma because I come around and then they hit on the way. But if I can keep it this way, now it's the same size. It's going in between. And again, I just got to get it to go here, in between that opening. So in that middle when you're releasing, right? And that's when it's coming up through, right? In fact, that might not be a bad step in the middle of all this, is just put your hand out, put this other hand against your wrist, release it, and catch it underneath the other hand. So do that part of the drill. So here, hold your arm to your other hand, release, catch, release it. Do like 4 in a row, and I wasn't thinking about it. Up, release, throw it across. Here, touch, release, catch under on the other side. Point, release, and then catch. Get to that point, release, and then catch. Get to that point, release, and then catch. Once you've done like 3 or 4, maybe 5 in a row, maybe 6 in a row, maybe 7 in a row, right? Then now start adding in this big circle, but start slowly. Get to here, release, catch. Here, release, catch. Here, release, catch. This is the Pete Townsend comma move. Some of you guys won't know, but some of your parents will understand. Slow, and then just as you get to your arm, release, and then catch. Release, throw it to the ground. This catch, this catch. And you start going quicker. Push, push. Finger roll. Catch. Now once you start getting this, then you can, of course, drop it. Then you can start going, release this way. Oh, sorry, I got a little excited. Let's have we go. Okay, now that you have that one down, let me start all over. If you go to finger roll, I do my catch and release, I go to illusion, We can go behind the back, one that we worked on last week. I don't have any more work on that one. So now just start playing with them, putting them together. We have just a couple more minutes. So either continue to work on, I might just be here, releasing the catch. Right? Keep practicing that. If that's where you're at, then just stay there and get that one down. As you can see, I'm by no means at the top of any of these where I'm at. This is I just dropped that one like 3 times in a row. But release catch. Release catch. Miss. Right? Or maybe I'm starting to go, well, I have that one down okay, which obviously I don't. But maybe you're going, okay, well, let me go here. I was thinking a little sketchy on that one today as well. I'll go here, and then illusion. Catch, illusion, right? Or maybe I do this one. Which one is that one? This one. Right into the illusion. Maybe go here, behind the back. Illusion into this one. Illusion into behind the back. Illusion, behind the back switch, and throw that one out of the screen. Ha! It was supposed to look like this. Illusion into behind the back, but I'm switching hands behind the back. And the behind the back one wasn't cooperating. So to recap, we now have finger rolls. We've done the flat finger rolls. We've done the flat finger rolls this way, the diagonal finger rolls, double diagonal finger rolls, right? The figure eights, which we haven't done these in a while, but that's where we were getting these spins in. We're trying to get a couple of them, right? And then the over-under chops, the 7 chops we worked on. We have the catch and release this way, the one behind the back that we worked on. Now we have the illusion that we've worked on. So a whole bunch of different things to be able to work. And any one of those, I could take any one of the ones that I just did and drill it for an hour and still get a ton of work on it, right? To get really good with these, it takes a lot of time, a lot of practice, a lot of repetition, right? But repetition is the mother of all skills. The more you're doing them, the better you're getting. So thanks for hanging out and playing with some advanced kicks, as well as some commas. Next week, we will be live in the dojo. So make sure moms and dads know. I just sent out some emails about that a little while ago, as well as the class links and how to sign up and making sure you know the protocols of what you're going to need when you get there. So thank you so much for your participation. Happy July 4th. Oops. I have to end for the recording.
Yes, sir.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks for coming.